Yes, it is true, there is a shift coming, one that shall see those operating in alignment with truth, with justice, with peace, with love, and with unity, beginning to step into a period of positive flow. The full force of the heaven itself stands at your back in recognition of the path that you have walked and in your desire to be the better person, not just for yourself, but for the betterment of all of your brothers and sisters across this planet. An opportunity for the sport of the heavens to step in and to envelop you in their loving embrace, to provide healing, to provide guidance, to provide support, to assist you to prepare for the next step of the journey. Hey, beautiful souls, David here. I've been hearing things as we were building up towards November about a time of positive shift coming, where those of us who are awake and have been on the journey for some time are going to start to feel a bit of an ease in the pressures of the journey, because up until this point things have just been brutally challenging for so many of us. But I've heard rumours from people that I trust who have heard from their teams that there's a shift coming, and we're going to begin to see some positivity coming for those of us that are in alignment with the light. My personal teams have been talking kind of much bigger picture stuff about the planet. Of course, Melchizedek's been talking about the anchoring the diamond of clarity on the earth and the people beginning to wake up and see through. And of course, all of that stuff leads to a better planet and therefore an easier path for each of us. But I want to channel a message today from whoever wants to step forward, really, just to see if they can give us some insight on this. Are we actually moving into a positive period? And what can we expect from that? So, without further ado, let's see what they've got to say. Greetings, beloved souls. It is a great honour to be able to join you today to speak of the times ahead. Yes, it is true, there is a shift coming, one that shall see those operating in alignment with truth, with justice, with peace, with love, and with unity, beginning to step into a period of positive flow. You, my child, have been on a most challenging path for some time now. The rigmarole of the ascension process, the day-to-day challenges of clearing, of release, of trying to rise above the density of the world that surrounds you, has been intense. We know this. We see the challenge within you. And what you are doing at this time upon the planet Earth is truly remarkable. To shift on such an individual and a global scale in such a short period of time has never been done before, and in truth no one could fully predict the outcome of this situation. But you have faced these challenges, my child. You have faced them head on, and you have driven yourself forward on every possible occasion. You have faced the challenges, you have risen above them, you have released the shadows of the past, and you have remained committed to the path of the light. You still hold that great love within you, which would have fallen apart for so many had they not been loyal to the true light within their hearts. In this, my child, you are commended, you are loved, and you are celebrated. The full force of the heaven itself stands at your back in recognition of the path that you have walked and in your desire to be the better person, not just for yourself, but for the betterment of all of your brothers and sisters across this planet. We do not underestimate the path that you have walked, and it is in this light that the blessings shall flow upon you. Up until this point in time, many of these blessings have been opportunities to further step forward, to further release, to dissolve karmic debt, and to assist you to step into your highest self. These opportunities, although for your highest good, to allow you to step into this new and heightened era, have, of course, meant further diving deeper into the path of ascension, of the path of release. And so the blessings came with their own challenges. They were blessings, of course, when seen from the higher perspective, but could be perceived by those upon the mortal realm of having brought about more challenge, shall we say. But these are blessings nonetheless, and as you move forward, the blessings shall continue to flow. However, you have now walked so far along this path. You have overcome so much, and you are not the same person that you were simply a month ago, let alone 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, even looking back to 2012 when this process began. You are not the same person. You are transformed. You are reborn in a higher light. But now that you have achieved this level of greatness that you still stand in, there is time for, shall we say, integration, positive action, a time to take a step back, shall we say, a brief pause to bathe in the light of the new world that is to come, an opportunity for the sport of the heavens to step in and to envelop you in their loving embrace, to provide healing, to provide guidance, to provide support, to assist you to prepare for the next step of the journey. For it is true that the journey is not complete, my child. You still have a way to go. But the focus falls upon your brothers and sisters. It is they who must recognize the truth in all things and stand forward. It is they that must bring about the next phase of this transformation. It will be your role within this phase to act as a guide, as a shining beacon, as a role model for all those who awaken at this time, to assist them and to guide them as they step forward on their own individual paths. But while we await this change, the change that comes through diamond clarity, it is an opportunity for you to find peace, to find restoration, to find higher opportunities in the world around you. However, it is my guidance to you at this time that you recognize the change within you and that you recognize the change without you. For ultimately, it is you who is responsible for the manifestation of your world. It is through your thoughts and your beliefs and your expectations of reality that you shape it around you. If you believe you still live in that old world, in that old density, that is the world that you create for yourself. If you believe that you have overcome the shadows of the past, if you recognize the power within your heart, and you embrace your role as creator of your reality, you implement all of the tools that you have learnt across this great journey. You cleanse your vibration and you hold it in one of positive light. Then this is the place that you shall create your world from. In this, you have ultimate power, despite what I can say to you now, despite the alignment of the stars above you, all things come down to you and your vibration. You have the power within you to change your world, to remake it in your desired image. Just ensure that this desired image comes from the conscious mind and not the subconscious, for their desires can differ. The subconscious can still desire levels of density, of challenge, for it believes that is what it deserves. This, my child, is not truth. It is illusion. It is deception. Do not fall prey to the subconscious. Reprogram it from the higher mind. Bring it into alignment with that which you wish to seek. And you shall send this vibration out into the field around you, and you shall make your world of within what is within your heart. This is my guidance to you. Yes, positive shift is incoming. Feel the vibration, move into alignment with it, and allow it to inspire your thoughts and your feelings. Remain open to be of service to those who awaken around you, so that they may step forward on their path that shall remake the world as a whole. Trust in your own power, my child, and wield that power for your own benefit. It has been an honour to speak to you, my child, today, and it shall be an honour to continue to guide you as you move forward on this journey, to envelop you in the great blessings that the heaven has to offer. Despite my words here today, trust in hope and in faith, because positive shift is coming. All I desire is to guide you to recognize your own power within that shift. Blessings upon you, my child. You are loved. You are radiant. Your loving Father, Melchizedek. Thank you, Melchizedek. A beautiful message and really interesting. You know, I very much felt from that it may have felt like he kind of put the onus back on us to make the change in our life, but I very much could feel as he was speaking the positivity in the shifts that he's discussing. So essentially what he's saying is that, you know, we've been on this path for so long now. You know, whether you've only woken up in the last 6 months, we've still, each of us, been on this journey since 2012. You will have been clearing up until that point where you had your great awakening and everything changed. You will have been walking the path even before that. Or, you know, maybe you woke up just after 2012. Maybe you've been awake for 30 years. This journey has been very, very challenging for all of us, with all of us facing the ultimate shadows of our past. And it's brought about a great deal of pain, of challenge, of conflict within us, conflict within the past of us, which is in battle with the future that we're trying to create. And that's not been easy for any one of us. What he's saying is that we were entering a new phase, and this is something that he's called out over the last couple of months as we move through the summer solstice and the Lion's Gate, that we were moving into a new chapter. And he's putting the onus on the next phase of the awakening, that we've got a brief pause while we wait for those to wake up around us, which is what he's been highlighting, this 11/11 window through to the December solstice and moving into the next year. Getting more and more people awake, beginning to recognize their light and beginning to see the truth of the world around us. And those people will need our guidance, those of us who have been walking the path for a while and understand who we are and how all of this works. It will be our responsibility to step into that teacher role for those people. But in the meantime, we've got a brief hiatus, by the sounds of things, where we can take a moment to pause, to integrate and to heal at this time, and for the support of the heavens to assist us to do that. As he said, they recognize the journey that we've been through all of this time, and they have been blessing us with assistance all the way. But those blessings come often in the form of what's good for our highest self, for our ultimate path. So it might be that, you're doing so well, they're like, okay, well, we're going to assist you to overcome this situation that's brought challenge into your life. But then acting through that situation kind of brings its own challenge and conflict with it. But it ultimately leads you to a better place. Therefore, it was a blessing. But for those of us down here that just want a break, it doesn't feel like that. But he's saying, in this hiatus, that there's an opportunity for them to step in and to help us on a bit more of a hands-on, a way that we will see the benefits of. It won't be just something for our highest self, that we will actually be assisted in our journey to help us to heal, because we've been through so much, and that in itself needs healing, needs integration. I've done workshops in the past to try and help us deal with the tensions of the situation and to get a fresh start and stuff like that, because the journey itself creates its own problems, because we are doing so much in such a short period of time. But yeah, they're going to be able to help us a little bit more in terms of a restoration and a healing during this period, which I think we will all gladly welcome. So stay open, just be aware of what's happening around you and the opportunities that are being created in your life, and expect miracles. I think that's my guidance for every day at the moment. Incredible things can just happen like that. Things can just change around in unprecedented time, because that's the times that we're living in right now. And of course, the final part of that message was just a call to action to recognize our own power. This is what I've been talking about all year long, really. But to recognize that we are not in the old world that we were, where we've kind of become maybe guarded and protective, expecting, the next wave of stuff that we've got to deal with to come in. And when we end up in a place where we're expecting that, we of course manifest more situations to do that, because we do tune the field around us based on our vibration, our thoughts, our expectations, our perceptions of things. So if you can, just take the time to reinforce to yourself that the world has changed, that it's not the way it was, and actually we are in a more positive period now where we can welcome in blessings. We don't need to be so guarded. Our nervous system can relax. It can take time to heal. It can move into that rest and digest state, and we can allow all of the past to integrate and heal, so that we can come out the other side of this refreshed and renewed in a more positive light before the next phase of this journey goes over. Because he said we're not done. We've come so far. We've come far enough that we're able to step into our next place on our role within this journey. But the journey's not done. We've still got a lot of work to do. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come back as challenging as it has done before if we have really truly come this far. But only time will tell on that. I can't make any predictions around that. We still have a way to go. But yeah, positive times lie ahead. Focus on that. Expect miracles and recognize your own power. That's a quick summary of Melchizedek's message for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please do hit that like button. It makes a massive difference for us here on the channel and helps us to spread this message to more people so we can help as many as we can, which is what we're all about at the end of the day. And if you've enjoyed this and you're new to the channel, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as well. We share regular channel messages, meditations and spiritual teachings, and we'd love to have you as a part of the community. Thank you so much for watching, and sending you so much love from my heart to yours. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.